Hi, I'm Troy from Studio 33 Guitar. Thanks for watching. In one of my recent videos, I taught how to play power chords. I explained exactly what they are, I showed you a few different ways to play it, and then a few song examples that are great power chord songs. There were some great comments in that video, and a couple of viewers mentioned inverted power chords. So we're going to look at that today. Now, inverted power chords are not as well known as the standard power chords, but they're a great way to play chords that can really spice up your playing. Today I'll show you how to play them, and I'll also show you some examples from some songs that you definitely know that have these inverted power chords in them. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video on how to play power chords, I would encourage you to watch that as well. There's some great information in there on how to properly play power chords. But you don't have to watch that one first. You can jump right into this one and learn about these inverted power chords. So let's zoom in on the neck and let's have a look at how to play these. First, we'll just have a quick recap on what exactly a power chord is. So in the other video, I mentioned the major scale, which sounds like this. And that is the typical do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We've all heard that a million times. Now, each of those notes gets a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And normally, a chord contains notes from that scale. And those normally are the root note, which is the first note. So in this case, it's G. And then the third note, 1, 2, 3. Those two notes together. And that's why when you play a G chord, it looks like this. You're playing these two notes together because that's the root note and the third note. And then the other note that's in a chord is the fifth note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a D note, which is the same as this next string on the guitar. So we have the root note, the third, and then the open D is our fifth. Now the next strings down, we have an open G, which is the same as that first note again. And then we can play an open B, which is that third again. And then we normally place a finger on this note, which again is another G. So we're only playing G, B, and D, even though we're playing 6 strings, there's only 3 notes. So that's the theory on how to make a major chord. Root, third, fifth. For a power chord, all we use is the root and the fifth. So those two notes together give us a power chord. And the great thing about that shape is that we can move that anywhere on the neck and get power chords. And they're all going to be whatever your index finger note is. So this is a G, that's an A, B, C, D, E, etc. So wherever the index finger is, that's your root note. Now to make that power chord sound even bigger, one trick that we can do that I mentioned in the other video is we can add the octave. So we can put our pinky down there, then we can have the root, fifth, and octave. Those 3 notes together just gives a little bit of a bigger sound. So what is an inverted power chord? So as I mentioned, a power chord only needs these 2 notes, the root note and the fifth. And in this case, the root note is the lowest note, and the fifth is the higher note. So to make an inverted power chord, we want the fifth note to be the lowest note. So there's a couple of different ways to do that I'm going to show you. And one way, the easiest way, is just to think about these 2 notes now being your power chord. So you can remove your index finger and you're going to play just these 2 notes. Now to make that easier, you can use your index finger to bar across there and play those 2 notes. And that gives you an inverted power chord. So now we have the fifth note as the lowest note, and then the root note is above it. Now you could also bar that using your ring finger or pinky finger. You can try some different ways, whatever works best for you. And it also depends on what chord you're going to go to next. One of the most popular songs that uses this inverted power chord shape is Smoke on the Water. Might be the first song that you ever learned. A lot of guitar players start with that song because it's quite simple. Now, a lot of times players will play it incorrectly. They'll play the traditional standard power chord like this. Which sounds okay, but it's not the way that it's played on the original. In the original recording, Ritchie Blackmore plays these inverted power chords. So for this G chord, he plays these two notes together like we were just looking at, barring with the pinky finger. Now you could just leave this index finger note off and you could play these two notes together. Like that. But the way that he does it is he plays the first chord with these two notes, and then instead of coming up here to this spot, it's the same notes down here. So he plays so those are all inverted power chords. Now, one step further, if you want to make it sound more like the original, he actually plays without the pick and uses his fingers to pluck the strings. And that's a great technique to use for these inverted chords because you can grab those two strings with your index and middle finger and just pull them up and not have to worry about any other notes. It's just those two. Another really popular song that one of the viewers mentioned that uses these inverted power chords is There's Only One Way to Rock by Sammy Hagar. And that actually uses the exact same shape that we were just doing for Smoke on the Water, but it's going to be down one semitone, so down one set of frets. And it sounds like this. So you can see how that's the same shape as the Smoke on the Water riff. We're just playing it down one fret. And then of course the rhythm is a little bit different. These inverted power chords are a great way to play some really interesting riffs without having a lot of movement in your hands, so you're not having to move up and down the neck. You can play it all in one area. Another great way to use these inverted power chords is to get a really low sound. And this would be particularly useful for more of a hard rock or metal sound. And that's by playing these two notes on the E and A string. So instead of playing on the A and D like we've been doing, if you play on the E and A string, you get a deeper sound. Now what's happening here is, if we look at the example of a C power chord, so we have our root note and our fifth. Again, if we take our fifth note and put it on the bottom, so that's an octave away, down here we could play these two notes together, and that will give us a C inverted power chord. And so that's a really deep kind of growl that you can get. And that would be the same idea as if we had a 7-string guitar and we were playing with these two notes and we had one more string, our root note would be right there. But because we don't have that, we can simulate that sound of a 7-string guitar by playing these two notes together to get that low power chord sound. It can also help you to play a song where you want to avoid having to tune down your guitar. So some songs will be in drop D or drop C, getting that really low sounding growl. And in this case, you can get that low sound without having to do that. One example that comes to mind for me is Shine by Collective Soul. That sounds like this. Now in the next section, it plays something like this. So in that song, the original recording, it's tuned down to a drop D flat tuning. So to avoid having to do that, by using these inverted power chords, you can get that low sound and kind of emulate that sound of a drop D or drop D flat tuning without having to retune your guitar. Inverted power chords are just a great way to change up the sound from just regular power chords. I appreciate the viewers that mentioned that and brought that to mind so I could do this video and show others that maybe were unaware of inverted power chords. I do read all the comments that you leave and I try to respond to all of them. So if you have questions or suggestions for future videos, then please let me know. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.